EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Jackson now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4th down and goal at the 1-yard line.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead it 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
drive begins with a run by Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run with Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
At the 40-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's
a good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Geis again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got him. Check. Go.
2nd and 9 now. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. That's the end of the
second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the draw, they go to Geis. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Ebron caught left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out.
And we know that's not really true, right?
Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
22 yards.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball carrier.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action now. Jackson. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
But now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now here's Hill. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Gain on the play. It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
back them up 5. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. That one complete to Hill. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jamison Crowder on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
That's the score. Steelers 31, Ravens 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Bud Dupree. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
It's our time. 91 is the mark. Know your job. Check that in, smash. It's the mark. Mike 91. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
They'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target,
but it's going to be 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here we go. 91 is the mark.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Able to find his running back, Geis. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
53 to Mike. 17. Cross the pass. Cross the pass. Mike, 53. 53.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
and he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Now a toss. This is Geis. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go, Reed. Go.
A give to the fullback on the dime. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
good.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
31-yard line.
Second and 13. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Let's go. Number 53, Mike 53. 6-man.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 10.
Out of the gun, Geis. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check pass.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
3 yards. First down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. but for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's...
And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agreed to do.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Steelers.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd down, here's Geis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Oh, here we go. Oh, go right here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay.
Jackson's.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I got you. I got you.
And Jackson throwing once more. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
On the give, this is their fullback. The ball 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because They don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Ebron's got it.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT.